Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are here to do a tier list of one of our favorite directors, for good or ill, M.Night Shyamalan. I'll be joined today with Garth, Wicomb and Stephen Nagel. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
You guys might recognize them. Viewers of this channel will recognize them from previous videos, specifically the movie trivia challenge. But today we're going to be working as a team, hopefully, for the most part. We'll be doing a tier list for M. Night Shyamalan's movies, everything from The Sixth Sense onwards. So there are 14 movies. We'll be doing a turn-based sort of process, and we need at least one person to agree, and then we'll put them into the tier. So here we go. Okay, so to kick things off, we'll go with Garth first of all, because he is very passionate about M. Night Shyamalan. So Garth, where would you like to go first?
Do I pick any movie first?
You can pick any movie on the list here at the bottom.
Okay, let's go. Let's go with the one that started it all.
Yeah.
The one that actually put him on the map.
Yeah.
The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I'd go with an A.
An A.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I'm of the opinion that it's S tier. I don't know why on earth you think it's A tier. Nagel, what do you say?
It's S tier, man. Like,
No ways.
Why would it be A tier? Explain to me what is a better than The Sixth Sense, Garth.
The next one. You know the next one's gonna be
Okay,
A tier.
Okay, fair. No, I agree with Unbreakable being S tier, but I believe that they are both S tier.
Yeah.
On what fact? On what fact is The Sixth Sense one of the greatest movies ever made?
Are you telling me that you're only going to put one S tier movie on here? If this was your list, you'd only put Unbreakable and that's it.
You know how I feel about this man.
Okay, firstly, I think we shouldn't be discussing the other movie.
Okay. Fair.
Sure.
It's gonna.
Sure. Fine. Yeah. No comparisons coming.
Yeah, we're gonna give away spoilers here for the rest of the video.
No, but the reason I think this is S tier, right? Because when you think about twists in movies, it's
100%
the ultimate twist in pop.
Yeah.
So between that and the Scrolls one, you know.
Yeah.
So you. Okay. Yeah. And you know, fine. If you have to watch a 2-hour movie for a 5-minute relief of wow, you know, it's fine. Make it S tier.
But there's build up to it, dude. Like there's because you don't see it coming. I mean, now I know that a lot of people are like, it becomes a thing of like, it's the worst kept secret. Like if you haven't seen this movie, you still know Bruce Willis was a ghost all along, kind of thing. But like, the fact is, when you watch it, it will, like, especially if you don't know, it hits you so hard because there are certain moments where you think back. I mean, the way that you categorize a good twist is that there are breadcrumbs, but you don't pick it up until right at the end where everything clicks, right? Like the scene where he's sitting with Haley Joel Osment's mom. I think it's Tia Leone, right? Where they're sitting there and they're not speaking to each other, and first you think it's just an awkward encounter, but then it's like, oh no, it's because she doesn't know that he's there, kind of thing. I mean, those are things that like it rewards a second viewing. I don't know. I'm just saying
a second viewing.
Yeah, you watch it again and you're like, oh, of course. That's you know.
Put it on the S tier. It's fine. I will succumb to this.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, starting off with the bagger. Nagel, you're up next.
Yeah, so now the question is, do I go like for the easy S tier, or do I go for like something controversial?
Yeah, go for something controversial, man.
Or do I go for something that's like just easily
sure.
I mean, that's like.
I mean, Garth already rocked the boat, so let's just go for it.
Okay, let me just scan here across the list. Actually, you know what? We can build up to the problems. I'm gonna go with just keep it easy.
Yeah.
Unbreakable S tier.
Unbreakable is definitely S tier. 100%.
I agree.
I think there's no doubt about it. I think the only question is, do we put it in front of The Sixth Sense Or
Yeah.
that's the question. Is Unbreakable better than The Sixth Sense?
Yes,
I'm inclined
Yeah.
to agree.
I
I
agree as well.
I think
I
so.
agree.
I
You know,
think
this movie came out the same time or as X-Men, and it was the same time around that time when superhero movies were kicking off.
like Blade
Yeah,
and Spawn and
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, 100%. Okay,
You know
cool.
what?
I think that's
Yeah.
good.
Only random um, side question.
Mm.
But someone posted the mask thing from Spawn.
Mm.
That it's just so amazing
Yeah.
for the time that
Oh yeah.
it's really mind blowing. I
It's
just want to say
absolutely no, it's absolutely crazy, man. Like that in that time as well, because you think of superhero movies, then there was your Batman and the Robins, which is very camp.
yeah.
But like Spawn and Blade, I think were like two standouts for me at least. I thought those were at that time because they didn't take superhero movies very seriously until like your 2000s when Spider-Man and X-Men came out, right?
Yeah.
So this is like pre that era, but I think those were very good.
This was the one good superhero movie without being called a superhero movie
Yeah.
by a horror director or
Yeah.
thriller director.
Yeah, 100%.
Great, it's amazing.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, let's not get into Spawn. That's maybe a different video
Mhm.
altogether. So I'll go next, and I'm gonna go with. This might be controversial, but I actually really enjoy this movie. I'm gonna go Knock at the Cabin, A tier.
oh yeah. We saw this at Labia Theatre.
We did see it at Labia together.
Labia Theatre.
Myself and Nagel had front row seats at the Labia to watch this movie, and it's like those scenes where M.Night Shyamalan's in the person's face, like it's like the weirdest sort of thing because you're seeing Batista's eyeballs and whatever, and it's like
Is it the meme all over again?
yeah, that is. It's the Willem Dafoe meme. But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It's one of those things where I didn't know what to expect really. I think the performances were great. I don't think it's S tier, definitely not. I think it's a disservice to call it a B though, so I'm gonna go A. What do you guys think?
Oof, I'm on the fence here now.
Okay. What are you
I'll
leaning
go with
towards?
B.
Nagel?
I would say if it was an A, it's kind of like a lower A.
A lower
so-
A, sure.
A minus.
A minus. Yeah, when we fill it out, we can put it towards the back of A. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Garth says B confidently. What do you think?
Yes.
I'm the split vote here, really.
Yeah,
I'm the-
correct.
Woo!
Maybe
Um,
let's have Garth make his case for B. Why do you think?
Yeah.
B?
Okay, let's hear the cases, and then I will.
Is it a well received, well talked about like movie? That's my thing. Where in the Hyperion of movie buffs and you get
Yeah.
a movie that will be like some guy will come to you like, have you seen this movie? Have you have you watched it? Oh my god, it is proper shit. Or oh my god, it is amazing. Knock at the Cabin. I probably heard it twice.
Nah,
And the first time was
Yeah.
about was Joss Whedon's remake, I think. Was that Cabin in the Woods? See,
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Man, I think the performances are great. I think it's a story that like is very like edge of your seat kind of vibes because you don't know, first of all, like these cult members, you don't know if they're like the prophets or whatever, and it's like, are they what they're saying correct? Because you get these news bulletins of these tragedies happening, and it's like the people that they are. I'm also going on the assumption that people know vaguely what these movies are about. If you haven't, there are going to be spoilers in this video. Apologies to everyone watching this, but like, I just think there's a good thriller, edge of your seat kind of nature to this thing. You don't know, one, whether or not they're telling the truth, that this prophecy is going to be fulfilled or whatever, and two, whether or not like they are serious about what they're doing and whether or not they are actually going to go through with it. I think all the performances are really good. I think Rupert Grint, your boy Ron Weasley is going out to be shell here. Batista's always been an absolute G. Like, he's probably the best wrestler turned actor of all of them. I think he does an amazing performance. I think the cinematography is excellent. I think of his recent movies, M. Night Shyamalan's recent movies, this along with your splits and glasses and whatever, is a cut above. So that's my case. I don't know.
I think you guys both made like very interesting arguments, because I agree with Garth in like you look at the oeuvre of like I guess films in general and M. Night's films, and it's like this one doesn't like get brought up in the same conversations as like some of the S tiers we've mentioned, and the other ones that will be A's and what have you. But then I also agree with what Dean said. Like I saw this firsthand in like a on the big screen with the crowd, and it was like just the craft of it, and the storytelling and the performances were like next level. Like that moment where the little girl's playing outside and Batista like approaches her, like that scene is just so like iconic. I mean, it's not iconic because it didn't lead into the zeitgeist that much, but just like when I watch that, I feel like this has all the trappings of a iconic scene. So yeah, I'm like I'm not sure where to put this one, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go with
drum roll, please.
Yeah, drum roll.
Well,
Let's go. I agree with Dean. A tier.
All right, cool. We'll keep it A tier. Thank you very much for that. All right, Garth. Garth, your next pick.
Ooh. Okay, let's go with the first garbage one here.
Okay.
Simple. There's no debating here. We're all gonna say yes unanimously.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that one. I don't recognize it as a film. After Earth. Garbage.
Yeah. I am inclined to agree with that, to be honest.
So guys,
I don't even know where to start.
Let me at least make a case.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We have a traitor amongst us.
Oh, it's always one. Yeah.
There's a traitor.
I can't. I'm bullshit.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what this movie was, bro. It was like, I mean, Will Smith is Will Smith, and he's in there with Jaden, and they've worked together before on films, and they've got chemistry, obviously being a real life father and son combo. But like, what is this movie? What was it? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I watched it twice, by the way.
Oh dear.
Because once I thought I was doing it a disservice, and I watched it again like later on, like 2-3 years later. I hate myself.
Why
would you do that to yourself? That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, but I think
stop hitting yourself.
Stop hitting yourself. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
okay.
All
right, cool, fantastic. I think that's no arguments there. Nagel, your next pick.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a gander. I wonder if I should go for something like maybe this time I want to pick the liquor ones that I like, man, but I also don't want to go for that time. So I'm going to say this is going to be this is going to be controversial. I know for a fact.
Okay.
The Village.
The Village?
A
tier. The Village A tier.
I would say A+ even.
I reckon The Village is ahead of Knock at the Cabin, as much as I like Knock at the Cabin. I think
it was the first Knock in the Cabin, if you wanna.
Yeah. I mean, Nagel, do you want to give some more thoughts into?
I've been thinking this movie for years because, like, so many conversations I've had with people about this movie, they're like, "Oh, it's crap." I don't know if I'm misremembering that, but like that's
no, I get people also saying that a lot. Yeah.
And you remember when it came out as well, I was like, this is amazing. And then like started to see like people talking about it and they were like, no, it's not that great. I mean, it's obviously got like an amazing twist as well. I think also the tension in this film is amazing. The violence is so raw and like intimate and personal and kind of like very gut-wrenching. It's like just the way violence is committed in this this film, like the physical violence, but also like the communal violence of what's happening. And I think it's just it feels very different from his other movies. I don't know, it feels very grounded. Because it's just a human lie, right? It's just, that's what it is. Like, it's these people that lied about this thing. There's not like this massive like I guess it is clandestine, but it's like not this massive like cosmic or supernatural that's kind of hinted at. It's just this entire society that's built on this lie. That's built on.
I also heard that no one liked it, and I couldn't understand why. Or many people disliked it, and I couldn't understand why at the time.
Yeah.
But if you rewatch it again, it's still a good movie, even if you know the plot. It's exactly the same like The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I just, that's why I said Sixth Sense is an A movie, just going back there. But yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. No. I think it's definitely A tier. I would be inclined to go ahead of Knock at the Cabin. Garth, any final words on this?
No, I agree. Wholeheartedly. One of my favorite movies on.
Cool. Okay, next up is me, and I'm gonna go Split, and I'm gonna go.
Ooh, very careful.
Very careful. Do I go bottom of S or do I go top of A? Looking at this list, like the S tier ones, I think we're pretty much wrapping up S tier at this point, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna take a gamble on this and see what you guys think. I'm gonna go bottom of S tier because I think this was his resurgence. This was M. Night Shyamalan. People going like, oh shit, this guy is like,
he can actually make movies.
He can start something with this. He can create some sort of interconnected kind of thing. Whether or not that pays off, we'll get to that later because that entry is still to come. But I think personally bottom of S because I think this is an extremely well-made movie. I think Anya Taylor-Joy was incredible in this movie. I think James McAvoy is a fucking beast. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
He is incredible. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. What do you guys think?
This is a tough one for me because I think S tier is just next level, and this is super subjective, but I like The Village more than I like Split.
Interesting. Wow. That was unexpected. Yo, my days. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Garth, what do you have to say?
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Okay, what do you
okay.
Garth, what are you thinking about Split? Let's ignore the village thing.
It's an S tier. It's 100% the S tier movie.
Okay.
There's no way it's same level as The Village. Okay,
fair enough. Fair enough.
That's the whole thing.
Fonda starts. A little whisper about Split.
Let's just talk quickly. Let's just start with the Split. He was having. Let's just go back to where this movie came from. It was a conceptual idea from M. Night Shyamalan to continue Unbreakable. He didn't know at the time, and when he made it, he realized he could connect it into Unbreakable. That's just like. That's just like. Yeah.
I remember the reveal was
yeah. Oh, that reveal was crazy.
One of those things.
Yeah.
And then this movie enabled him to make other movies. It was so good, it put his name back on the map. Because I think before this was a monster shop. This is in the same category as The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable the first time around. It's just a sequence of movies, and this one was amazing. I've got young people that didn't know his other movies going back to watch his other movies. I don't think The Village could do that.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so we'll make it bottom of S. So it'll be bottom of S because it's not on the level of Unbreakable.
The
and
Village. It's the same level. Nagel.
Hey man, I love the I'm a village apologist.
Nice.
I've been fighting this battle for years.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe that's why it kept losing. It kept being compared to like The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you start comparing, then it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
The Visit.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'll go with.
what are you gonna
I'll
put?
go with A.
Oh wow. A tier for
I'll
the
go with
Visit.
A.
Okay. Interesting.
Look,
Case?
it's also twisty. It's
Fair.
the okay. How do I explain? You know what's there. It's just creepiness vibe of it. It's a very
creepy movie. Yeah.
very creepy movie. It's one of those movies where you watch it, you're like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah. A significant
clearly-
amount of jump scares and good jump
Yes.
scares as well.
It's good.
Yeah.
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 I'll go with it's A. I don't think this belongs B. There are
Okay.
things here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nagel, what are you thinking? The
I
Visit.
think you had the reaction to
Yeah,
this. So I think
yeah.
that's the-
Okay,
probably
fair
that.
enough. I was gonna lean towards B just for the sake of it not being as memorable. But I agree with you though, there's of all of this, if you're going creepy factor, I think The Visit is up there if you're going on that. And I'm inclined to be persuaded to go A tier, but bottom of A. It's all the way at the bottom of A for me at least. Nagel, what do you think?
I have to agree as well. I thought you were going to disagree, so I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
But just because of your reaction, but I fully agree. Like, I think this was also one of the ones that was like, it was very cheaply made.
Mm,
I think this was one of the first ones where he was like, I am gonna like fully like produce this. I'm like putting my own money into it, and gonna mortgage my house basically to
yeah.
get this thing done. And as much as Split like created like when did Split come out? Was it after this, right?
After this.
Yes.
Directly
yes.
after this.
Yeah.
So this was like, for me, you could say that Split was the resurgence, but this was the thing that was like, cool. I'm kind of in director jail at the moment.
Mm,
I need to figure a way out, and it's like I need to show people that I can still
yeah.
do this. Like
Yeah. But also
Yeah,
like
the-
go back to basics as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's that kind of
Exactly,
element to
like-
it. Yeah.
I don't need like hundreds of millions to show you that I am the freaking shit. Like
Yeah.
I need a good story. It's creepy. It's low budget. I don't have to answer to anyone because I'm putting my own money into this.
Mm,
Wow.
I can show
Yeah.
you that I've got the nuts. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was made on a $5 million budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And the great thing about this, as much as Split is like S tier and amazing, right? That Split was still a studio movie, if I'm not mistaken. You know, this signaled him as like a producer to say like, I'm putting my own money into this. And like a lot of his films since then have been on that methodology, right? Like he puts his own money into it and he's like full on producing. He's not just the kind of like the favorite son of X studio or Y studio.
Sure.
So he's like putting his own money into it and like,
Did he write this film?
I don't know actually.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, he does tend to write
Hmm.
a lot of his films.
Oh, written and co-produced, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right, Nagel. You went back to basics with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. For
And it
sure.
shows.
Yeah.
It does show.
100%. Okay, I'm happy with where it is. Are you guys happy with where it is on the A tier thing?
I
Yes.
agree
Okay.
with that.
Alright. Okay, cool. Nagel, you're up next.
Oof, we like got so few great ones left here.
Mhm.
I mean, there's one that's like standing out is like, like an all-time great.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if I want to touch that one like right now. Maybe I'm gonna go for something controversial here because I don't think it's garbage.
Yeah.
I think it's probably B. I'm gonna say The Happening is B.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. Yo, that's a bold one.
Yeah.
Because honestly, gun to my head, if I had to pick 3 of these movies to be garbage, The Happenings are making a strong case. The Happening is right down there. But I mean, like, I'm interested to hear why you say B and not garbage, and then we'll take it from here.
Well, okay, I'm not going to mention the third movie that we all know is on the garbage list.
Sure.
But if I compare The Happening to those other 2 movies, like, okay, then it's got to be like top of garbage.
Sure.
But for me, The Happening is like low tier B, so it's like probably like at the bottom of the B list.
Okay.
Is it? Would you classify it as so bad as good, or?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or
I thought the premise was, I mean, people were like, oh my god, like like when the twist was announced, like,
Yeah.
you know, like yield, everyone was like, oh my word, this is like the most stupid thing ever.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, that's actually quite interesting and cool, you know.
Yeah. Sure.
They're fighting back against man, and I think a lot of those themes are in like Knock at the Cabin as well.
Yeah, fair.
The whole rebellion of Earth against what humanity has done to it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
here's the argument for that. Like, if you were to take a different lead actor,
I was about to say. Yeah.
if you were to take a different actor with just a little bit more, I don't know, let's say pizzazz, and stick him in this role.
Correct.
Yeah.
Would this movie have been so bad?
Yeah, that's a very good point, because my main hindrance on this movie is the conceit that Mark Wahlberg is a science teacher, and he's just like, I'm not Mark Wahlberg's biggest fan, but I think Mark Wahlberg movies where he's good, he plays a certain type of person. And I know actors are supposed to be very fluid and versatile, whatever. But like, I just don't like him in this. Like, I don't like that I'm supposed to believe that he is this person in this movie. I don't know. But like, if it was somebody else, then I think it probably, and it's, I don't know, the performance is a bit, is wooden the right word? I don't know. I'm just.
Now, can I put
steps.
you guys on like the Marky Mark thing, because I think he's like the least interesting, the least memorable, and the least good thing like about this movie.
And yet he's
For
the
me,
lead. He's on the poster. You know what I mean?
I'm just looking at like the scenario of what's happening, right? And I
Okay.
feel like a lot of the time, Shyamalan's best films, right? Like, you look at S tier, very character driven. You look at A tier, it's more like the scenario and
Premise.
Fair.
the premise
Yeah.
driven. Like, the further down you get, it's like that's like the spectrum basically. So it's like further down, the less it is about the single character and the more it is about the. So like, when I look at The Happening, like the things I remember about it, like I saw it on the big screen, and I don't think I've seen it since then. The things I remember are like the crazy way that the people like unalive themselves and
Yeah.
set pieces and all those things. Like, I don't remember anything about Mr. Wooden Man. You know,
Yeah, fair.
so I agree with you guys, but like, I think it's up to you to decide between the two of you, like whether it deserves a spot on B or if it
Yeah.
on the pile below.
Yeah. G, what are you thinking?
Sure, that's a tough one. This is a tough one. I mean, there were memes created about this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stay with B.
Yeah. I'm also Nagel made a very good case for why it should be B.
Yeah.
I think we're good with B. That'll be the first one in the B column.
It's
okay.
a tough one.
Yeah, it is a bit of a tough one. But I'm glad we talked that out. So yeah, B for show. All right, me next. I'm also gonna do another. I think it might be controversial, just because from what I've seen people speaking about it. I think Trap.
Oh, I knew it.
I think Trap is low A.
Oh my
I
days.
think Trap is low A. I'm sorry. I had an amazing time with Trap. I love Josh Hartnett. I think he's great. Yes, you have to switch off your brain in some instances of this movie because the logic doesn't really work out. But I had a good time with Trap. I'm gonna say low A. And that is controversial, I know. Please let me hear your thoughts.
Yo.
Like B plus at best.
You're thinking B plus. Nagel?
Yeah.
So here's my thing. I agree with you, Dean, that I had like a really good time with the movie,
Yeah.
but it goes off the rails.
It does. No, it does.
And it's like, for me, it's the quintessential B movie. So that's
Okay.
why I have it on the B tier.
I will take that hit. I just want the audience, the people watching this video, to know I love Josh Hartnett and I love this movie. But I'll put it on high B. I will take that hit.
Like,
Okay.
what is the standout moment in that film? I'm trying to think. Like, what would make me go back to rewatch it? Nothing.
I think Josh Hartnett's performance throughout is very good. I mean, I know that the whole thing is in the trailer they give away that he's the guy that they're looking for.
That was the.
That
But
is.
I don't know why they do it, and like
Yeah.
I think that could dovetail into like a whole conversation about
Yeah.
how movie marketing is ruining like the
Yeah.
idea of twists.
Yeah.
But I totally also get why they have to do it because they need to get butts in seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they don't do it, then they don't get that.
Imagine they spoiled the end of the Sixth Sense in the trailer.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine? Okay, but fair. You've talked me down to a B. Very, very, very good. Okay, Garth, you're up next.
No, I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I know we don't want to take too long on this, but like with Trap, I think the moment of realization when he realizes when he's having that conversation with the dude at the
Yes.
kiosk, he realizes like this whole thing is about catching him.
Yeah.
That's like it's so well executed.
Yeah, no, it's
But-
very good. It's very good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
G on to the
G
next.
up next.
I'm gonna go with. Oof. For full discretion and disclosure, we have two movies that are potential S's.
Yeah.
We're in this list at the bottom.
Yeah.
I count one. The other
I
one is a
count-
stretch. But I
I
count
said
one.
potential.
Okay, all right, fair. Sorry, yeah, go.
Actually, let's go with Glass A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glass is A. I'll put it actually behind of it because
Yeah.
I'm still pissed off about that ending.
About
I'm
glasses
still-
glasses ending.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
still like I'll switch it off before it gets the ruining that unnecessary world building scenario that you'll never ever be paid off at all.
Yeah.
That still annoys me to this. Yo, I'm getting heated now just thinking about it.
Yeah.
So it was in terms of a trilogy, a good ending to a trilogy. I don't know what the point was for adding that extra bit. I don't know, it was like a funding grab
Sure.
for the whole meeting in the restaurant vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you would get a better ending to such a large time frame world building trilogy. I don't think you could.
Yeah, fair. Because I mean, you're spanning
Everything.
the unintended trilogy of this is like it takes
Yeah.
place over what, almost 20 years.
20 years,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So it's like
Literally.
yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think low A is probably best for Glass. I think. I mean, I loved Unbreakable. Split is that absolutely, and then I think a lot of trilogies they kind of go out with a bit of a whimper, and I think like Garth said as well, it's just like there were some instances where it was like, oh, okay, this is just gonna die now. But yeah, I still think overall it's a very good movie, extremely well made. I think seeing Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Glass again was very, very cool.
Yeah.
I think low A probably fair. Nagel, what do you think?
Yeah, so I think it's also a tough one because like you look at Unbreakable, you look at Split, and then you look at like Glass. If you were to like put those on like a graph, I think
Sure.
it would kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It would definitely be a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think out of the three, it's probably
The weakest entry.
Yeah, it's the weakest link. I don't know. It feels like one that I can't really root for A, but I don't know.
Interesting.
It's
If you were to make an argument for it to be a S movie, what could you say?
I can't.
I can't either. It's not S for me. No.
But then I also look at like the happening and trap, and I'm like, it's better than.
So Nagel, you're saying if it's not a low A, it's the highest of B's. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
You guys have put it at A, so like I'm happy with that. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, no. Look, to be honest, the lowest of A's for me. I think, yeah, just based on the execution of it, the fact that it's part of this trilogy, and it's not the worst thing that he's ever made, clearly, but like,
Clearly.
yeah, I think, I think low A is fair. I know some people in the comments might say low A is probably too generous, but I think it's okay.
He drowns in a puddle.
I know he does. Yeah.
Okay, just imagine like the producers reading that on a page and be like, "What?
So how deep is this puddle? Oh, it's only about 15 centimeters.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So there's potholes the size of mountains."
Oh my days. Okay, anyway, that's good. I think who did glass? Was it you, Naji?
Yeah, I did glass.
Okay, Nagel, you up?
oh, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, we're down here now, so it's gonna be interesting. When I could go with the easy pick.
Yeah.
I'm eyeing. I think the conversation around at least two of these is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. What is that? Is that Airbender?
Yeah.
Airbender garbage.
Airbender garbage, and I think that is something that no one's going to disagree with. At least not
I
me.
will argue.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's hear the argument, G.
It's not a movie. It's not even a documentary.
It's a documentary.
It's a mockumentary
Okay.
on how the Avatar Airbender movie should not have been made. So it's like if you watch it in that instance, it's actually become like quite decent.
Cautionary tale, yeah.
But it's not a film. It shouldn't even be on this list.
Yeah.
It's actually it's pretty bad.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
I think
terrible.
this is one of those instances where you hear that he's about to make this. And the thing is, The Last Airbender is a beloved series that is extremely well made and has a lot of hardcore fans. And you see him making this and you're like, is this one of those things where he went for the cash grab and he was like, cool, I can do this. I like, this is easy. And then it's like, oh no, this is not easy. Especially because there's like, how many seasons are there of The Last Airbender? There's like 4 or 5, right?
Three.
Right, because each one has a book, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you're taking all of that and you're condensing it and you're changing certain characters' kind of like main sort of personality tropes, and like, I don't know, it's just like it seemed like
that's right.
It seemed like it's something that you could achieve, but over a sequence of movies and to be a lot more faithful to the source material. I don't know. I think it just missed on every front.
If you'd have like, I don't know, if you really don't have anything to do like in your life, watch the Netflix series and then watch this, and you you'll see how bad this film actually is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I mean, I feel like I don't even have to make a case.
It's just, it speaks for itself, to be honest.
I wasn't even gonna pick it. I was just gonna leave it there.
just let it, sort of crumble there. Okay, fair enough. Okay, my next pick, I'm gonna go with Old, and I'm gonna go low B on Old. I think it's a concept that is very weird This beach that makes you old. It's got some it's got some interesting sort of moments and ideas behind it, but for the most part, it's just like this movie's what is this movie? But anyway, so I'm gonna go low
What
B.
is this movie?
I'm gonna go low B because I think The Happening is slightly better. I think Trap is obviously miles better, you know me. But I think it's not garbage. I just think it's bottom of B. Discuss.
That's wild, man. Because like I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
That you actually put it below The Happening. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
I
No.
thought
Fair.
I thought you would like it more than The Happening.
Yeah.
I will say you got to give it credit for, like they always say when you're pitching a story, you've got to be able to say it in like one sentence. And
Yeah.
you can
Make you old.
You can see why they brought into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just
Look at I mean, there is a case to be made for it being above The Happening, but I think you made a strong case for Happening being where it is.
Yeah.
So I can take that information and run with it. So I'm gonna go bottom of B. But I mean, G, what do you think?
This is actually one of the movies. One I think I haven't watched. He's
Okay.
one movie that I actually have not watched.
Okay.
But I think it's because it wasn't appealing.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. I think I saw the trailer and I was like, oh no, it's a M.Night Shyamalan. It's gonna be one of his one of his the village happening slashes where you don't know what's happening, but
Yeah.
there's gonna be a twist.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I would want to watch it even.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so are we good with bottom of B for old?
for sure.
Okay.
Do I have to watch it? Just quickly, Pete, try and convince me quickly that I have to watch this film.
The beach that makes you old. Done. Done. Done.
I wanna watch it.
Watch it expeditiously, Garth. Immediately when this is done, you need to watch the
I wanna
movie.
watch it.
Okay,
The
next up.
beach that makes you old.
Yeah, next up is Garth. The last two. Which one are you gonna choose?
Nagel's gonna fight me.
I know which one Nagel wants to go for his last pick, but
Yeah, come on, G. Because there's one year that you know better than me, and
yeah, that's fair.
that you can make the best case for.
Correct. Come on.
Lady in the Water,
Yeah.
B.
B.
Above The Happening.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or not even above. I'd say like they are neck and neck.
Nick and Nick. Okay.
But let's be gentlemen and let the lady go first.
Very nice.
Terrible premise. It wasn't even. It's one of those things where it's not even poorly acted. It's just a terrible premise.
Okay.
It was about. Was it? I can barely remember it.
Doesn't
Which
it
one was it about? This was the well.
No, isn't there like a
Yeah, this was the
she's a ghost at some
ghost.
sort of yeah.
Yes, terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Full disclosure, I haven't seen this movie. I just
Yeah.
know about
it's
it.
really unmemorable. Like really. I
Yeah.
watched it twice as well.
Yeah. And it's got some people in there. I mean, Paul Giamatti, Jeffrey Wright, Bryce Dallas Howard as the titular lady in the water.
In water. Yeah.
I mean, it seemed to have something.
Ticking all the boxes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to hear why it's so relatively high on this list for UG. Like, but to be honest with you, like, I have no frame of reference. But yeah, if you think it's on par with The Happening, then I'm inclined to go with that. Nagel, what do you?
I mean, to be honest, I barely remember anything about this movie.
But that's the thing.
Watching it while I was distracted. So
Sure.
I think that's the only reason that I could probably put it at the bottom of B, because like at least The Happening and old, like I remember shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, fair.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
This
But-
was full on fantasy from what I recall.
Yeah.
That's why I'd give it a slightly higher leg to stand on than The Happening, because The Happening was, modern, set in our current time where fantasy and dragons was not real.
Yeah.
So
Science fiction, basically.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm cool with, based on that logic, to leave it where it is. Okay. Last one up. Nagel, signs. What are you doing?
So I think it's easy where this goes. It's just like where in the queue it goes.
Okay.
It's here.
Yeah.
Here. It's just where it goes, and I feel like that's a big struggle for me. But I'll put it. I can put it above Split. I don't know if I can put it above Sixth Sense.
Yeah, it's a bridge too far for me. I think I can buy that it's above Split. I don't know. It's for me, these two, Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, that for me is it's top two. It's I don't know if anyone's beating those or getting in between those. I can buy Signs for third, to be honest.
It's in the water. It's in the
And
water.
then that alien jump scare, and it's like, it's got themes and it's got family dynamics and it's got good performance. I mean, Joaquin's in there.
Again.
Yeah.
I see a trend.
Clearly a mainstay in the M.Night Shyamalan world. Yeah, Nagel, I mean, this is your pick. Do you want to speak about why you think it's so high up there?
Yeah, I think it's just like it's the quintessential invasion film, like between this and like War of the Worlds, and to even like be compared to that, in the conversation about this particular idea. I think that's interesting, and obviously it's a, as with M. Night, it takes a left turn, and it's not what you expected it to be. And I think it's also like, as I said, his better work is driven by character. So this is very much driven by the main character. So I think that's kind of what makes it work and what puts it like really high up there. Also, it's like, just like you look at popular culture, and it's like, its influence on pop culture is just insane.
Was insane, yeah.
Yeah, for
Between
sure.
this and Sixth Sense, like I know we as cinephiles, we love Unbreakable, but it's got like less of a, I would say, impact on popular culture.
Sure.
Yeah.
Signs are like
everywhere.
The crop fields, the tin, the hat.
It was one of the main sort of focuses in Scary Movie 3 as well, which was, something that's like, when it gets parodied to that level as well, it's like, okay, no, this has got some sort of pull in the pop culture.
You didn't actually see it as a alien invasion movie until the very, very end. You just thought they all cooked in the head.
Yeah.
And then bam! Oh no, wait, they were actually right. That's a very good movie.
Yeah.
But like,
look, it's one of those things where I'm pressed to choose between Signs and Split for third place. I think Split is really, really good, but I'm okay with putting, because I understand Signs is also like, it's right up there in his oeuvre. Signs is up there, but I'm looking at this list. It's worked out fairly nicely. I mean, we were a little bit generous in some instances. There's a lot less garbage than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot less garbage than I thought it'd be, but overall, I think this is quite a decent list. What are you guys' impressions on what we came to here?
I mean, same. Like, I just think, we've spoken about his filmography for years, like among ourselves. Argued it, discussed it at length, throw it down, drinks or the braai or whatever. Like, it's interesting, like it always crops up whenever we are like chatting, and I think that's why I'm glad we're doing this video together, and like it's gonna be on the internet and out there for the world for as long as the internet
exists.
Like, I really just want to say I appreciate that, because this conversation is long. And has finally structured it into something.
I'm a
But
man
yeah,
of the people.
I also expected a lot more like on Beer and Garbage, just because
Garbage.
we've always spoken about how divisive of a
Yeah.
director, in terms like how polarizing his works are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think, I'm looking at this now. What was the theory? The theory was he makes 3 bad movies and 3 good movies.
Your theory, yes.
Okay, my theory. Sorry, my theory was he makes 3 good movies and 3 bad movies.
Yeah.
Like, it sort of pans out in a sense that he
Yeah.
makes 4 good ones, 4 not so good ones, and 4 terrible ones.
Yeah. Not bad.
Like, he's such a divisive filmmaker that it's really just hit and miss with him.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But I think one thing you... Yeah, sorry. Go for it, Nagel.
I love the fact that he's still swinging for the fences.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, Nagel said it so well earlier. Like, the S tier was a character driven.
Yeah.
And then A was sort of character and you said so perfectly earlier, can't remember. And then B was just B was where the premise becomes bigger than the actor.
Yeah, fair.
And then C was literally studio tentpole movies that just did not work.
Yeah, you can actually see it very clearly as like that is essentially the trend. Yeah.
What?
Nice.
You said I was not
It's like
character driven.
premise driven or
Premise
like,
driven. Like, yeah.
100%. Okay, well, this is the definitive list. This is the final word on M.Night Shyamalan. No one else can have any say. This is it now, guys. I'm joking.
Can we all agree? Can we all agree that the next 2 movies are going to be garbage?
Okay, we'll see that. We'll see what comes from that.
My OCD is not telling me that we need to fill that.
Oh, right. Yeah, we do need to fill that bottom one there.
Wait, can we take predictions? Wait, what movies coming out?
I don't know what movie's coming out actually. That's a good question.
Remain.
I mean, I don't think there's any details about anything that's up.
Yeah, that's the thing with his side of movies.
Oh my word!
You have to wait for it to
The premise was released.
Yeah.
For Remain, his next film, which he wrote, directed, and produced.
Yeah.
It stars Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Denver. And it will be released next year, October 23rd. Can I read the premise and can we all take a gander on where this is going to end?
Okay, go for it.
New York architect Tate Donovan heads to Cape Cod to design a summer home for his best friend. Seeking a fresh start after being treated for acute depression, still mourning his sister's death, he meets Ren, a young woman who disrupts his carefully ordered world.
Okay.
You have no idea where that's going to go.
Yeah, that could go a number of ways. That's crazy.
Is it going to be fantasy, sci-fi? Is it going to be grounded?
Yeah. Who knows?
You don't even know.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But anyway, just have a look at this list, guys. This is the definitive list that we've come up with. Thank you so much to Nagel and Garth for doing this with me. This was long overdue, as mentioned. I think that this is something that we're going to continue to do. We might have Nagel and Garth back in various instances. We might have other people on as well to talk about other kind of topics and make a tier list of it. But let me know what you think. Also, please like and subscribe. I'm on YouTube, I have to say these things. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. For other videos, we've got some movie trivia challenges coming up. Got some other videos as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again to Nagel and Garth. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll catch you next time. Peace.